Hi, welcome back to Open Hand Farm. Today I am in my apothecary, but I'm not going to stay down here. I don't have a stove set up to make salves at this point, but I've been doing some shopping off of my apothecary shelves so that I can make some salves. And it's been so nice just to come and have it there and be able to find what I'm looking for. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a card here of the video where I organized this room along with all of my herbs and essential oils and herbal oils and all that stuff. Today I'm going to be making two different items. I have a friend who contacted me and said that she had kind of poked herself with a piece of wire and it was starting to look a little red around it and wondered if I had anything for infections. Now, this friend of mine has a compromised immune system and she also has had MRSA in the past. If you don't know what MRSA is, it's a really, really bad infection in the skin, in the blood, and it is nasty stuff. So she wants to get a jump on the redness that is around this area. She asked me if I had anything in my arsenal that would work. And the first thing I thought of was oregano, and then I thought of tea tree oil and frankincense. So I decided to just look up recipes that dealt with MRSA or MRSA and see if there was something out there or if that was just something that was too much for an herbal remedy. Now, like I said, she doesn't have MRSA yet, and I want you to know I am not an herbalist. I have a friend that has kind of walked me through learning some things about herbalism. I have some books. I've watched herbalists on videos, and I know that's not the same as having a complete education in it. So everything that I'm sharing with you tonight is just information that might help you if you get into a situation where you cannot go to a doctor. This might be a fallback. Obviously, if my friend were showing signs of a severe infection, I would say, no, you go to the doctor. But because she's not, and it's just slightly sore and slightly red, she wants to try something instead of starting antibiotics. So as I was looking, I came across a lady that has several recipes. I don't know if she is an herbalist, but she has stories that go along with them on how they have helped her. One of the things that she has made is an antiviral poultice salve that is made with oregano and tea tree oil and frankincense. So I decided to read the story that she had on that. She had MRSA and it took care of it. So why not try it? One of the ingredients in this recipe was an organic Blemish Peel made with oregano and frankincense. So first we have to make that. And that is used, I guess, for skin care. It can be used as a moisturizer, or if you have like a blemish, you can put it on it and it will clear it up. It can also be used on wounds as an antibiotic salve. So I decided to give this a try. So I'm gathering up items that we're going to need from the apothecary to make the peel as well as the poultice salve. So let's get this upstairs, find the things we need out of the pantry closet, and go from there. Before making our antiviral poultice salve, we need to make one of the ingredients, which is an organic blemish peel made with oregano and frankincense oil. So let's get that started. The first ingredient for this blemish peel is organic virgin coconut oil. We're going to use 1/2 cup. Coconut oil can reduce inflammation and prevent infection, so it's a great base for this peel. After measuring it, I'm going to add it to a glass measuring cup with a handle so that I can melt it all together later. The next ingredient is organic extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to use 1/2 cup of that also. And I'm going to just pour it in the cup with the coconut oil. The next item is organic white beeswax. This is going to be melted with the coconut oil and the olive oil so that it will turn into a salve. Now that I have everything in my measuring cup, I'm putting it in about 3 inches of warm water, and I'm going to let that simmer lightly until all of the beeswax has melted. Once it has all melted, I will take it over. I have made a little over 8 ounces of this. I am going to set aside 1 ounce in a little measuring cup because that is what I will use in the recipe for the antiviral poultice salve. So I will then add 10 drops of frankincense to that 1 ounce. I will go ahead and add the 10 drops per ounce that I'm going to put in these jars also. Going to add the oregano drops as well. Oregano oil is an antioxidant. It is an anti-inflammatory and an antifungal, which is very important in this salve. The frankincense is also anti-inflammatory, but it is also antibacterial. So you have the antifungal and the antibacterial in this peel. The last ingredient I'm going to add to the blemish peel is natural vitamin E. And this is to work as a preservative. It will help the ingredients stay fresher longer. Without the vitamin E oil, your blemish peel will have a shelf life of about 4 to 6 months. With the vitamin E, it will have a shelf life of approximately 6 to 8 months. You do need to remember that the coconut oil will melt at 76 degrees. So you'll want to store this in a cool, dark place so that it remains like a salve. Otherwise, it'll just be more liquid-like, which it will still work. It will just be a little messier to use. I'm going to go ahead and start my antiviral poultice salve. And the first ingredient is the 1 ounce of the blemish peel. The first thing I will add to the blemish peel is bentonite clay. Bentonite clay removes toxins from your skin and it stops bacteria and germs from attaching themselves to your skin. It heals damaged skin tissues and it rejuvenates skin cells. Then we're going to add oregano oil again. So this is going to have a super infusion of oregano oil. We're going to add 6 drops to this whole recipe. Then we're going to add tea tree oil. And we're going to put 10 drops of that. Tea tree oil is also called melaleuca oil. It has wonderful attributes to add to this. It is antibacterial, like the frankincense oil. So we're adding a second layer of antibacterial to this. And it is very helpful in taking care of acne and athlete's foot, lice, nail fungus, and helps with insect bites. So it will be really beneficial in this salve as well. Now, we're just gonna pour this into a jar. I did have this 2-ounce jar. It's still kind of runny, but it will set up. The Blemish Peel that we put in there had not quite set up, but it's getting there. I went ahead and made another batch of this because I wanted several containers. I ended up with 3 of them, and I'm glad I did because I had a friend that came over that said she struggles with MRSA and has some right now, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have a salve you can try. So my other friend who had the foot issue used it one night, and there was great improvement the next day. So it definitely did the job we were hoping it would do. Thank you so much for coming along today. I want to remind you though that I am not an herbalist. I simply went online looking for information and I found what I was looking for. In the description box, I will leave a link to both of these recipes so that you can check out the whole recipe, all the notes and information that she has about it, so that you can make an educated decision as to whether or not you want to try these. I'm also going to leave a link for the little amber jars that I use in a 1-ounce and 2-ounce size, so that if that's something that you need for your apothecary, you can get some too. I'm going to leave a card here with a playlist of all the other herbal videos that I have made, some of them with my friend Stacy, who is an herbalist and has been teaching me, and hopefully you can gain some knowledge from those. Thanks again for coming along, and until next time, blessings on you and yours.